Hello, welcome tanker fans to the very special 100 sub video. Today I got a cool box full of wonderful lures, but you can't peek at it quite yet. I know you guys love fish catches, so we're gonna look at a clip from the other day, unseen footage of this awesome bass I caught. Check it out.
Got something. Holy cow. A pig. Jeez Louise, man.
Not bad. It's legal yet?
What?
That legal one? Hard to tell.
Yeah, I would assume so. That's a pretty big fish.
Okay, that was pretty darn cool. So now let's get into the video here. You guys, I'm pretty excited. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching this, that's pretty cool because it's kind of for subscribers only here. We got this wonderful box full of VMC, Rapalas, Terminators, all that good lure stuff. And we're gonna open it in one sec, but I just want to talk. We have some merch coming out right now. As the release of this video, I'm releasing some brand new merch. I have a very cool logo design, and it's got t-shirts, sweatshirts, both male and female. You can get a coffee mug, and there's also a very cool hat, like a trucker cap. So that's gonna be coming out. That's not, no, okay. So let's get into the unboxing here. Okay. So the first thing we got here is a VMC Spin Shot Wide Gap. Alright, this guy is the smaller version. It is the, basically it's a drop shot Texas rig hook. It's the smaller version of the two, of the Spin Shot versus the Power Shot. So this is a good finesse type one. But a very good drop shot bait. It's kind of a new concept, getting a swivel in there, so I'm pretty excited about that. I want to move a little faster here for the next ones. If you come get a top angle here. Frog right here. This is the Terminator Walking Frog Junior. I don't know why it's a junior, because it's definitely 2.5 inches, half ounce. This is very similar to the frogs that we have around my local area, so excited to use that. Let's pull up another one. Here's that Power Shot I was talking. See how that's a 4-aught hook on that swivel there? So that's like it's basically like a power bait. You can get big creature baits and whatnot that you Texas rig on a drop shot. Using a small leader, and actually use it in shallow water, which is kind of interesting to me. Next bait here. Oh, this is a cool one. I have not heard about these before, and I'm sure no one has heard about them either. This is the Gliding Jig Oklahoma style by VMC. So this guy, you can actually put a bait on here. It says in the little picture there, but it just has the weirdest wobble when you use this bait. It just kind of flutters down. I haven't seen anything like it. I'm excited to try that. So I got a couple different lines and stuff. I think there's another one in here as well. Some 65-pound braid, some 14-pound and 8-pound fluorocarbon, because I got some new rods. They haven't quite all got here yet, and I still need reels and stuff. So like button please, because you know I need to keep the channel going, right? Very important here, something that people should have, some stainless steel 6.5-inch pliers. These are multifunction. They got line cutting, they got a split ring on them, and then just overall like pliers and whatnot. So you know, it's a good tool to have. Basically, this purchase, I lacked any terminal tackles, so I just kind of ran out. This was a rip stop. Well, I don't quite have it's gone. It's on my rod right now. Here's some VMC tungsten drop shot weights. So that's gonna go with those other hooks I was just talking about, providing me that weight. It's a very slender profile now. It's tungsten, so that's a pretty big improvement. A lot of tungsten stuff's been coming out recently, guys. You know, I think it's the new thing. The next thing we got here is some VMC heavy duty flipping hooks right here. These are 4-aught. They're big, heavy duty. Look at that thick wire there on the hooks there. That's some thick wire. And so what that's meant for is getting in where you have very dense vegetation. You need to get through it. So that's the hook. The weights are in here. I have a 1.5 ounce tungsten weight. This thing is huge by itself, but I'm sure if this was a lead, that would be absolutely ginormous. And there was another one in here, which is the 1 ounce weight tungsten for flipping, and that's in the green color. So I just want to go more natural for my more finesse weighted flipping weight. Okay, ooh, this is something I was excited about. I am blown away by this. This is a pretty big hook, and you can basically just Texas rig this thing. The swing rugby jig. So what's unique about this, you come see real close here, that head on there, see that? That is free moving from the hook. So when you put your line on that head, your bait can be swinging around all around the head. And what's interesting about that is bass, when they eat your lure, like suck it in. And so this gives that freedom of movement for them to be able to get your bait easier. That's gonna be a wonderful thing. I'm really excited about that one. Now we look at this thing. This is a Terminator super stainless steel tandem buzzbait there. So tandem means that there's 2 buzzbait things on the top there. So, and actually what that can do is they can actually hit each other if you do it right, creating a bunch of noise, but it slows your bait down and creates a very fast bubble trail. So you can get a lot of movement and action while keeping this thing slower. And for that top water bite where they're a little more aggressive, this is gonna work really good. So next thing here is, this is a more finesse style bait, some half moon jigs. Also kind of used, they're also called like mushroom heads, some people know them by, a lot for the Ned rig. So the Ned rig is something that I'm interested in trying out. So I got these hooks because I'm going to try out Ned rig, future videos sometime soon. Alright, here we go. You guys know that the jig is my favorite lure. This is the Terminator Pro jig here. I believe this is the blue pumpkin color right here. I get 3/8 ounce. Jigs are just one of the best lures for me. You can put like a bajillion combinations of trailers on them, and this jig is meant to do it all. It's got that unique design where it's a swim jig, a punching jig, and a flipping jig, like all in one. So very versatile. I have another one of these, the peanut butter and jelly color I have outside. So I obviously got excited about those. Some treble hooks I got for some deep diving crankbait that needs new hooks. So getting that sharp thing on there is going to be great. This is cool. I am excited about that. So if you've all heard of a chatterbait, you know that's a metal blade in front of the jig, which provides a lot of vibration and gets it more attracting to fish. This is called a shutterbait. It's invented by a Terminator, so it's actually a plastic cup, and that gets a bunch of water movement. You see that? Where the water would come in there and cup it, so it shutters the whole bait and creates so much water movement. The fish are really gonna like this guy. And I got a kind of, I don't know, it seems like a darker but also a lighter color, so I think it would be a pretty versatile bait, and it would be a little contrasting from my chatterbait, so I like that idea. Alright, if you've seen a professional fisherman, you've probably seen one of these. This is the Rapala DT10. So DT stands for dive to, and 10 stands for the feet. So it dives to 10 feet. This lure is going to be great on my new glass rod for cranking to get down there at those mid-range depths where we're going to see a lot of bass either in the summer or this early fall like we were fishing earlier today. So it's an all-around good bait. Very good crankbait to use. Let's see here. We got a spinnerbait. So this guy, just kind of a very high quality. I mean, you look at that right there. That's just high quality stuff there. That skirt on there is premium. So I'm just looking at that. Accompanying that, we also have some VMC trailer hooks. So, you know, when fish swipe at the back of them, you know, obviously you can catch those fish too. I just need some of those because I don't have any. Alright. Also, we got this VMC wacky tool rig here. You can see here, this is a lovely tool for rigging up those Senkos. So with this, I'm planning on trying to reuse them, but you know how Senkos just fall apart, all that. But you basically stick the bait in, and I slide two, like a crisscross, so that you can get that wacky hook in there completely perpendicular with the bait and keep it all good like that. Here's a stand-up shaky head. So I'm sure you've all heard of the shaky head. This one just incorporates screwing on the bait onto the head here and having it basically where the bait stands up independently of the shaky head. And that's going to be important for a lot of those like crayfish type imitations too. But you can also put whatever, like stick baits on this. So that's very nice to use. I just got two of those. Alright, this is important. Sinker stops. So this is the large size sinker stops, what you use on bait casters a lot. And basically to peg your Texas rig weights, those cone style baits, which I have some. Somewhere in here. Yeah, these are the lighter one, the 1/4 ounce tungsten cone style baits here, what you use for Texas rigging. Look at how small they are. Look at that small profile. That's wonderful because you have the same weight but like half the size for that lead, which I think is pretty darn cool because sometimes the fish don't bite like like you want them to. They're a little more finesse, where you can still throw the same baits with a lower profile weight. Alright, this is cool. Mike Iaconelli would be very impressed with this. This is his custom color with the DT fat. This is a shallow crankbait, square bill obviously, as you can probably see there. And it's a pretty big bait, but honestly, they say that it's used mostly in cold water for some of these situations here. We're going to be coming up on fall here where the fish are packing on pounds looking for bigger stuff. This DT fat in shallow water where the fish come up on the banks, that's going to be a real killer. So I'm excited for that. I don't know why I got these, but swivels, I mean,
gotta love swivels.
Gotta love swivels. Probably do some Carolina rigging or something like that. I need to buy some glass beads for that.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a new thing. I don't know if any of you have seen this before. It's called the Tokyo rig. So this came out, I started hearing about this last year. People were using this. So basically what it is, you have your normal Texas rig, the swivel here on the top, and then this drop down, which is kind of like a bottom bouncer, like a mini bottom bouncer, all about built in. So you take your cone weight and you take your pliers and you bend the wire there on the bottom with your cone weight on, and you can pick your weight, and it's basically gets your what?
I'm stretching my fingers.
He's giving me weird hand signals behind the camera. So basically you can pick your weight, but it gets your bait off the bottom there a little bit. It's just something interesting to use. I think it works, but heck, I haven't used it yet. Here is the weedless wacky hook 2/0. So something with this that's gonna go with this wacky rigging tool. When I have it on the bait, I can just simply hook just the rings, not the bait, so I don't destroy my Senkos, and keep it weedless, because if you're not putting the bait in the worm, then it's obviously collecting weeds. So having this here to keep that out of it, where I can still catch the fish but not catch the weeds, I think that's going to be pretty darn important for that. We're almost at the end of this box here. More sinker stops like I was talking before. And some split rings here. These were going to be going on my crankbait, whichever crankbait. I got 13-pound test. I'm hoping that's enough. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if I use 10-pound line, 13-pound test rings. Alright, and then here, yep, this is the last thing here. So this is heavy duty swim bait hooks by VMC. So what this kind of is the swim bait. I mean, we're talking big 4, 5, maybe even 6-inch swim baits on here. It gets threaded on through this bait keeper on the front and Texas style through the hook, and it's all one thing in there. So this weight on there, instead of having to deal with a cone weight or any clip-on hook weights, it's all built in. You have this weight to naturally let that giant, like 4, 5, 6-inch plastic swim bait sink. And this is gonna be cool. I have some. I'm excited to test this out. So that's a lot of tackle we've just got here. So I'm gonna spread it out a little bit. Josh here is going to take the camera and maybe look at it a little bit. So we have a lot of lures here. There's a little more. I couldn't wait. I had to start using it because it's just so amazing. A lot of VMC stuff, guys. I love their hooks. Wish they would sponsor me, but they don't like me enough. They don't love me. I mean, they kind of...
Their videos are good. They should like them.
They should. They do give me a little bit of a discount, but you know, being a college fisherman, or I once was a high school fisherman, they tend to do that stuff for you. But definitely when I'm in the Bassmaster Classic, guys, we're gonna have all this stuff for free eventually, you know. They're gonna be like, hey, here's all your lures. Go catch a bass. Yeah.
And shout us out.
And shout us out. Anything, any person who watches this and is like, hey, I got a fishing product that you can like go and use, I will use it. I will shout you out. I will, you know, I'll do whatever. Heck, like if you give me enough money, I would, you know, when I get that bass boat, when I'm in the Bassmaster Classic, you could have like whatever your product. You could be like, you know, Mr. Trey Lawyer Services or something. I would wrap that on the boat, you know. I don't care too much. Just love to have some great people behind me. And you can see here again on all the lures. This was just a cool video, a cool unboxing video for all of you guys. You know, I couldn't have done it without you. So guys, we got to 100 subscribers. It's the first step in making a giant fishing community on Tinkers Outdoors. I'm really looking forward to getting 100,000 of you guys, but for now, let's try to get to, you know, 1,000 before the end of my my first year at college. Let's try to do that. Let's get to 1,000 by then. Once we get to 1,000, we'll probably start taking off, you know, stop getting the angry fisherman.
Had one of those today.
Yeah, but I really appreciate you guys, you know, getting me there, getting to that 100 is nice, and I love every one of you. You just have done a great job watching the videos, liking the videos, and obviously subscribing. This is for all you guys. Thank you. So, very excited. Liking, subscribing, sharing. I need all those things. And if you guys check out this merch, look on the screen right here. I'm going to show it to you right now. You see this cool design here, this sweatshirt? I mean,
That's so cool.
I'm going to be buying that,
Me too.
You guys are going to ask me, hey, can I get this for free? Because there's only a little bit of you. I'll be like, I can't get it for free. So how am I supposed to give it to you for free? I'm going to have to buy the stuff too, but you know what? I'm a Tanker fan. Y'all are Tanker fans. Let's buy the stuff. Let's get the word out there. You have a fishing friend, show them to my channel. Instagram, I don't know, probably not a lot of you guys are on that yet, but it's just Tankers Outdoors. One word is the Instagram. And I post some stuff on there. Not the biggest guy with the whole thing, but we got that. We got enough photos, We got you. You ever see me in person? Man, I'd like to meet you, Especially if I haven't met you and you're a subscriber. I know a lot of you guys, right now. We're not that big. It's
Especially me.
It's kind of a local thing. But if any of you I haven't met and you see me once, maybe down the road, it could be like 3 years. I have a ton of subscribers. Someone I haven't met before. If you see me, I'd like to meet you, Alright. So that's the video for today. Have a wonderful day. Keep being subscribed. Go get me more subscribers, please. And I hope to see you in the merch. Let's go.